Hi guys, welcome back. Today we'll be taking a look at Alibaba, Tencent, and NetEase. Before I begin, remember take a second to give the video a like and subscribe as you greatly help out the channel. Without further ado, let's first start off with Alibaba. So you can see that Alibaba managed to have good results, and we see a very nice looking green candle, followed by a very good volume coming in. So that is a good sign for now. Unfortunately, this 61.8% at 93.78 did not pass through. So there is still very strong resistance at the 61.8%, 93.78, which acts as a very strong resistance from 78.01 to a recent high of 103.52. If we do break out, then it's likely for us. If we do break out this year, next week, it's likely for us to retest 98.06 before we break above this $100 psychological resistance and before testing 103.52. If you ask me, I think it is a tough order because you can see that we are approaching the clouds very soon. So the cloud acted as a very strong resistance here. So do expect a very strong rejection here as well. Unless we can punch up with good volume, then that would be a good sign. For now, you can see that this red baseline is acting as a very strong support at 90.77. So hopefully we do not break 90.77. And this blue line, blue conversion line at 88 is also a very key baseline conversion line to watch. You can see they acted as a very strong support here on 1, 2, 3, 4 days here. So if we do pull back, hopefully this $88 can hold as a very strong support as well. Moving on to Tencent. So this Tencent Holdings, TCEHY, you can see that it is generally slightly weaker. We are still below this blue and red baseline. So the resistance to watch would be 43.83, 44.57, 45.31. 45.31 is a key resistance to watch. You can see it also coincides with these two lines here. So this two line is currently at 44.57 and 44.93. So this is a very, very strong resistance that Tencent has to break out. Even if we do break out, there is also even stronger resistance here. You can clearly see that this cloud resistance here, once rejection, second time rejected. So it's likely for us to get rejected a third time and continue to remain bearish unless we can break out above 46.36 and hopefully we test higher 47.70. Then that would be a good sign for Tencent. Support to not break will be these two supports here and this 41.44 here. If we do break down, then unfortunately it will turn pretty bearish, and hopefully we do not retest lows of 37 once again, which is back in March 15, March 15, March 16. So let's move on to TME. So this is Tencent Music. So a very similar situation with Tencent. Although this is slightly stronger, you can see that 61.8% at 410 was being rejected off. So the next resistance to watch would be 424 and 442. This is a very key resistance to watch. And you can see that the support, it's currently at this red baseline and blue conversion line at 407. And also this strong $4 psychological support here. If we do break down, and if we do not act as a very strong support like this occasion, then we start breaking down below this $4, perhaps at 380 or even back to 360, which is a very low. If we do break out, then we're looking at 78.6 at 438 and also this 462. But this 410 and 420 is a very key resistance to watch for this Tencent Music. And hopefully this time around, we can also test the cloud resistance because we did not test this cloud resistance. In fact, we rejected off this red baseline the other time. So hopefully this time we can retest this cloud resistance here. Moving on to Prosus. So you can see that Prosus managed to find some momentum up, but it still seems quite rigid. From the recent low to recent high, 47.765 to a low of 41.295. So you can see 61.8% at 45.295 has already been crossed. In fact, we closed at 45.87. So the next resistance to watch is 46.38 and 47.765. Do bear in mind that even if we do cross it, there's this 48.62 that we have to cross, and it's a very difficult resistance. And so far, Prosus have yet to test the cloud resistance. You can see that this was not even tested. So hopefully we can test it in this coming week, and that will be a good sign and some more momentum. Supports to watch will be these two lines here, 44.53 and 43.91. These two act as a very strong support for Prosus. Hopefully we do not break down this low at 41.295. If we start breaking down, then that will not be a good sign. If we do break down, then $40 is a very strong psychological support that we have to hold. And hopefully we do not break down and start creating lower lows. Lastly, we have NetEase. So NetEase is a very strong counter, like I mentioned earlier. You can see that 50% at 34.90 was supported. So it's likely for us to start creating a very nice looking pattern at this high here. So we may be creating higher highs, and this is a low here. So this is a higher low. So that is a very good sign for a trend reversal. So as you can see, this $100 psychological resistance has already been broken through. 99.25 and 61.8% was rejected once, twice, and the third time we managed to go up. So that's a good sign. We're likely to be looking towards 107.58 before retesting the high of 118.19. I don't think we can go up so soon. So it's likely for us to hopefully we can go to 107.58, and then this previous support here can turn into this previous resistance here can turn into support. So something like this. If this can happen, then that will be a good thing. If we start breaking down these levels here, then perhaps it's likely to be a fake breakout. So we have to see more volume coming in, and hopefully the next week Chinese stocks can continue to rally. If not, it's likely for us to start breaking down this $99 support. That was the previous resistance. So looking at this support here, 97.35 and also 97.35. Sorry, rather $98, 98.58 and also 94.15 has to hold pretty well in the event that we do pull back down. So that's about it. So if there's any changes, I'll give you guys an update. Thanks for stopping by. Till we meet again, appreciate the manipulation.